Welcome back, fellas, to a special edition, the Week 12 review, Week 13 preview on this Friday afternoon before the Bears game. A lot of Bears fans in this league, so I know everybody will be watching the game. Well, let's watch this review. Cero Miedo defeated your tribal chief 207.18 to 112.62 to give Cero Miedo the number one seed at the moment in the Guardians division due to the tiebreakers of head-to-head and overall record. Cero Miedo is currently in the lead. Your tribal chief already punching in his ticket to the shit-offs. As we also had Jay Resendez 3, the reigning, defending, undisputed champion, defeated the Patriot Way 179.42 to 173.22. A close game, but the Patriot Way has been beatable this season, mainly by the top two teams in the Guardians division. We will see how that plays out in the playoffs. Both teams already clinching spots as Cobra defeats Knuck if you buck 173.76 to 148.76. Knuck if you buck already clinching his spot in the shit-offs, and Cobra clinching the number one overall team in the villains division thus far. We will see who else will join him in that side of the playoffs. As things are really heating up, Zesty Williams defeats Second City Saints 113.46 to 79.64. My goodness. Failed to score 80 points. That's not going to be able to get it done in this league. But Zesty Williams getting a much needed win and needs to get another one or two to solidify his spot in the playoffs, as Second City Saints still looming. And Irish Goodbyes keeping his playoff hopes very much alive with a win over Cheeeesehead 147.12 to 114.26. Cheeeesehead has now clinched not just those cheeks, but his spot into the shit-offs. As he will represent the villains, one half of the villains division. And now for the game of the week winners. For Unsanctioned Talk game of the week, Zesty Williams with the first one, as he was able to knock off Second City Saints, one of the co-hosts of Unsanctioned Talk. And Irish Goodbyes, who was able to knock off Cheeeesehead and send him packing straight to the shit-offs. The reigning, defending shit-off champion has a good chance to not be in the shit-offs this season. Highest scoring team for Week 12 with 207.18 points. That was Cero Miedo, who is looking dominating here late in the season. We will see if he can continue that heading into the playoffs. And now the highest scoring starter of the week with 77.40 points, Jameer Gibbs, owned by the Patriot Way. Unfortunately, that did not help the Patriot Way secure the dub this past week, and that is very surprising. Some other notable highs, we had Jalen Hurts, who tried to help out Cheeeesehead. We had Jackson Smith Ninjigba, who helped out Cero Miedo. We had Hunter Henry, who helped out Cobra. Harrison Butker, who did help out Zesty Williams, and the Rams defense, who did not help out your tribal chief. Bench warmers for Week 12. Your tribal chief, just an ass beating that was taken. Knuck if you buck. Is the season over? This is tough to watch. The Patriot Way left Patrick Mahomes and Michael Pittman on the bench that could have made a difference. Cheeeesehead, just waiting for the season to end. What a heartbreaker. And Second City Saints, not enough there to make a difference. Team Bank updated. We now have 4 people in double digits the Patriot Way. Wow, he is just racking in the money this week. We also had Zesty Williams and Irish Goodbyes with Game of the Week winners, and Cero Miedo with the highest scoring team of the week. And apologies for last week, I posted the wrong graphic. This is the new graphic, and the in-season tournament is now over as the Patriot Way has swept through all 6 of his opposite division games. He will win the extra $15 that will be reflected in the team bank soon. Lowest scoring team of the week, of course, I hate to say it again, but 79.64, not going to cut it in this league. Second City Saints. Guardians Division number 1 ranks Cero Miedo coming in hot. At number 2, we have the Patriot Way. Basically the same rankings that you've seen, other than the number 1 and 2 interchanging. Jay Resendez 3, the reigning defending undisputed champion, coming in at number 3. Your tribal chief coming in at number 4. And Knuck, if you buck, rounding out the top 5 for the Guardians division. And swapping over to the Villains division, how it's been all season long and how it will be all season long the rest of the season. Cobra, number 1 overall. Number 2, still Irish Goodbyes, the reigning, defending, undisputed shit-off champion. Number 3, we have Zesty Williams, who's looking to keep a hold of his playoff spot at the moment. But right on his tail is Second City Saints, who needs a lot to happen for him to get one of those elusive playoff spots. And number 5, Cheeeesehead. Started at the top, now we're here, dude. That's a tough season, but we'll see. See what happens. Overall ranking, Settle Miller coming in at number 1. Number 2, The Patriot Way. Number 3, Cobra. Number 4, Jay Resendez 3. All 9 and 3, if I'm not mistaken. Number 5, Irish Goodbyes. Number 6, Zesty Williams. Number 7, Second City Saints. Number 8, Your Tribal Chief. Number 9, Knuck, If You Buck. And I hate to say it, from the top to the bottom, number 10, Cheeeesehead. And a little something new this week. The poop bags. Oh, well, they went away, but the poop bags, they are here. They are live. They are. Let me pull this back up. Hold on. There we go. Now the poop bags, you will see those, as those are people that have clinched not just their cheeks, like I said, but they have clinched a spot in the shit-offs. Just waiting on that last single spot. And now, for the one that everybody cares about, for the only one that matters, for what we here in this league play for. We are talking about the playoff bracket. And right now we have Cobra, who has clinched the number 1 seed in the division. We have Cero Miedo, who has clinched a playoff berth and is currently at the number 1 spot, but that could change. Irish Goodbyes and Zesty Williams fighting for playoff spots. They will need to get it done these next couple weeks to clinch. And the Patriot Way and Jay Resendez 3, they all have the silver, as well as Cero Miedo. They have all clinched a playoff berth. Seeding is the only thing that they are playing for now. On the other side, Cobra, the only one to clinch the number 1 seed so far. We will see how he does with that bye week. And now heading into week 13, Cobra taking on his arch rival, his nemesis, his kryptonite, Zesty Williams. Cobra is currently down 67.74 to 18.80, but he's projected to win 178.38 to 143.19 both. Well, Cobra doesn't really need the win, but Zesty Williams desperately needs this win to stay atop the Villains division. Up next, we have a good one. Second City Saints taking on Irish Goodbyes. Irish Goodbyes is currently up 60.40 to 12.8 and is projected to win 186.28 to 142.69. Lots needs to happen for Second City Saints, but he needs to get it done in this game against his arguably best friend in the entire league. So, needs to get it done for a chance. We have Cheeeesehead taking on Cero Miedo, which Cheeeesehead is currently up 33.10, but is projected to lose 180.77 to 135.29. Cheesehead not really playing for much, but Cero Miedo playing for that number one seed. We will see if he can overcome an early deficit of 33 points here today. And your tribal chief takes on Jay Resendez 3. Jay Resendez 3 is up 21 to 14.54 and is projected to win 130.14 to 117.74. Again, your tribal chief, nothing to play for but Jay Resendez 3 playing for seeding. And he will need a big time win here if he wants any chance at that number one seed. He will need to get it done here today or this weekend. And for the single unsanctioned talk game of the week for week 13, it is a good one. In terms of close projection, the records do not show it, but one team is not playing for anything. The other team is playing for the number one seed. Let me just hit the drum. And that game is the Patriot Way taking on Knuck If You Buck. Knuck If You Buck is up 82.24 to 38.80. Wow, what a massacre so far after 3 games. Knuck If You Buck projected to win 167.21 to 165.46. An absolute close projection. The Patriot Way trying to play for that number one seed. Will he be able to defeat Knuck If You Buck? You will have to tune in to find out. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for me today. Enjoy the Bears game. Enjoy week 13. One more week. Let's fucking go.